Field in Seattle. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And he is swallowed. At the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You talk about this Falcon defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the... Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Here's Penix. This one into the hands of Pitts. Down the left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 33, here's second down and 7. And Walker once more. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here's Kelly to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Seahawks at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 1.
Here we go.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Shoves him aside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Ready? 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Ready, ready?
A give for Walker running right. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Here's Kelly. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Let's go.
They'll go play action here with Penix. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Penix. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is to Pitts on the quick slant. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter.
Come on. Set, check, hurt. Ready?
Play action, it's Kelly. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Kelly. Touchdown! Christian Kirk, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to Robinson now on first down. Taken down at the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Operating from the gun, Penix. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Again, it's Walker. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Throw out wide to Walker. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hey, check that.
To the right side, this is Walker. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. 2nd and 9.
60 license.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Kelly. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now Penix. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Looking to throw, Penix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Running left is Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And Walker has it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, it's Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now Kelly. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Metcalf. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Here we go. Check out.
To throw is Kelly. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this one is right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides.
but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And looking to throw, Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Penix working out of the gun here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Kelly to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
Kelly. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. In motion right, that's Metcalf. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw, Kelly. A quick throw there is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Kelly. Outright to Smith and Jigba. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To the air, Penix. And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Here's Kelly to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he stays up. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They'll throw with Penix. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. Touchdown, Falcons. Jarnell Mooney, 69 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Kelly. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And they work this right upfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Rocco 80.
Running right, here's Walker. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Let's go. Check go.
From just shy of midfield, Kelly flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Webster. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's Penix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Mecole Hardman. 33 yards. And the Falcons get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, They have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now Kelly. Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Ronnie Hickman with a pick. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Checks this one down to Robinson. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9 now. Dancing to his left. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
7 Pirates. 18 left. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Let's go.
In motion goes the tight end. Looking to throw, Penix. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
The offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Well, if nothing else, some signs of life here, Charles, because you're facing the big deficit, but at least they were able to prevent 3 more from getting on the board there with a nice block.
And that's how they're comforting themselves on the sidelines right now, because they certainly didn't execute well on that play at all. Bottom line, exactly what you said. They didn't need the 3, but they sure don't like giving up a block. They'll have something to work on as they get into practice next week.
We have played 3 quarters. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 19 Lions.
Now Kelly. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Kelly. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And looking to throw, Penix. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They'll go play action here with Penix. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
67 yards rushing for him now to this point. This 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
In motion right, that's Metcalf. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Kelly. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Kelly to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They'll get 34 yards there.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Kelly now going to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Come 19, come 19. Last name 19. Let go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Here we go, here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run again here with Robinson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Cougar 19, 70 range, 70 range.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Robinson up the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. On the give, here's Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line.